Dear my subscribers and anyone who watches this video, to address the elephant in the room, this is just going to be an audio recording because I'm really busy. This isn't a normal video, and don't feel obligated to watch it. We need to have a talk. This isn't just about the stuff on YouTube because my life is much more than that. Nobody truly knows me. I'm stressed, unhappy, and I've barely made any progress on tasks that I want to finish. You might have watched my Draw My Life video, but how many of you really know me? You know I heavily base my channel on Wimpy Kid, I make music, and perhaps the Empty Pockets parody series, but other than that, I try to keep myself and my life anonymous and private, until today, because I feel like maybe someone could understand what I'm going through. Ever since June, I've been promising to finish this Wimpy Kid poster, and 5 months later, where is it? I'm still working on the poster, and why is it taking so long? Why do you barely upload anymore? First of all, this video isn't for you to feel bad for me. I don't care how well this video will do, because that's completely not the point. I'm here to share my thoughts and feelings about what has happened over the past few months. Over the past few months, I've been very sad and stressed out with my life. I'm not categorizing myself as clinically depressed, but more like burnt out. I know millions of other people have it much worse than me, and I don't want to disrespect them. I still do my daily activities, and I'm obviously grateful to be alive in this world. I hate that I never get to do things I like. That's the sad truth about being in high school. I'm involved in a lot of activities, namely marching band, cross country, jazz piano, and Boy Scouts. The week right after 8th grade promotion, I was pummeled with daily marching band camp and summer running for hours. I thought summer break was supposed to be the time for me to shine with all my creative videos and ideas, but it was quite the contrary. It just got worse when school started in August. School came in with stacks of homework. I used to be indifferent about school, but now I absolutely despise it. Sure, it's good to learn more things, but it just sucked the will to create and let me do anything. I spent the autumn days running cross country, marching band up to 9, and homework until midnight. Mind you, I wouldn't even be done with my homework. I would just have to put it off into the morning, into my study hall, and into days when my schedule was supposed to be more open, like when I don't have marching band practice. On the weekends, I would have to do all my homework then, as well as my foreign language school on Sundays. Doing this 12 times in a row so far has really driven me insane. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes on Saturdays I do have free time, but of course I'm an idiot and I just watch videos the whole time. Why do I do this? When your whole week is just so crazy and packed, there's no time to breathe. When free time does pop up, I just don't know what to do with it. It seems like when I'm creating a YouTube video, I'm just continuing to do work more. I need time to rest. I wish that I could be more disciplined to create YouTube videos, but I'm so tired that by the time I get the opportunity to, I wasted it. If my busy schedule is so packed, why don't I drop a few activities? Well, here's the thing. Even though I don't enjoy it, I sort of have to because of college. My family and society in general has always emphasized the importance of college, getting a degree and getting a good job. They really make it seem like that's the only path to success. To a certain degree, that is true. College graduates make a lot more money than people who don't go to college. And we all know that you can only get into a good college by having stellar grades, doing as many extracurriculars as you can, and nailing SAT and ACT scores. Oh, and also being amazing in your career field. Let me just say that I hate this mindset. Yeah, I know that I'm just some freshman who's almost 15, aka a kid. Why should some subjective number decide your intelligence or your compatibility with a university? Why should it be that if you do more activities to a point that stresses you out 24/7, it looks good on a college resume? I know this opinion usually comes from people who aren't good at school or waste their time, but for me, this is not the case. I tend to be more academically knowledgeable than the majority of my peers my age, and I'm not trying to flex here. What I'm saying is that if you're ever gifted or smart, you feel mandated to follow the industrial path of studying, doing homework, doing extracurriculars, getting a good grade, getting into a good college, etc. But when does happiness ever get brought up? You can do all these things society has valued as important, but you still feel worthless. I'm definitely not saying don't get good grades or don't do extracurriculars. You certainly have to be a good student and do other tasks that can help your interests or tell what you like. If you like school and college, go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Because every time when I try to bring this up to people who follow this industrial path, I never have the right words to say my opinion, and I get laughed off as someone who just wants to relax and do nothing. When you waste your time and do nothing productive, you feel worthless. When you do a lot of activities and get into all the honors classes, it's not because you want to, but because it looks good for your ego and you're just doing it because someone else wants you to. In my case, I still feel worthless. I'm not saying don't do activities because you still have to challenge yourself and get out of your comfort zone. As a kid, it's good for your parents to force you to do things you don't want to do because that's the only way for you to get exposed to new activities. But at some point, if you don't like doing that activity, why are you still there? In my case, I've been in those activities for so long that I've become really good at it. That may seem like an amazing thing, but now I'm in a dilemma for many of these programs. I know that I only do these things like piano and percussion and marching band because I'm skilled at that activity, not because I actually enjoy doing it. It's the thought of being a failure or a quitter if you stop doing an activity, and the people you upset, like your teachers and family, for quitting. When I was young, I was definitely exposed to a lot of these activities that I don't do anymore. The ones that I stuck around with were the ones I couldn't quit. I really can't find what I like because I'm busy all the time. You might be thinking, don't you have 2 electives in high school for you to discover what careers and fields you might go into? Well, one of them is an instrumental ensemble for percussion because you're required to take up an elective for band. Basically, one elective is just for me to look better on a college resume. Then the other is a foreign language class because you get credit for college. So great. Rather than finding what I want to do for college, colleges get to tell me what I have to study. I remember in 7th grade, one of my classmates said that it must be great to be a smart student and be good at so-called everything. Now you can see that's not the case. I'm not enjoying this experience, I'm not happy, and you're excluded from society. More on that later. If you don't like doing all these things, what do you like? For me, I like to be independent, first of all. That is the most liberating feeling in my case. I really like creating things. I know that's really broad, but that's what lights me up. This includes creating music, drawing, building structures, or completing a video. The feeling of finishing something that you spent a long time and a lot of effort in is what excites me. I'm not exactly sure if I enjoy doing YouTube though. It has everything I like: creator freedom, ability to customize your own page, ability to have a large influence, ability to do whatever you want to do. However, knowing that after 10 years or so you start to run out of ideas, stagnation of your channel, losing yourself to fame and money, doing things only because your fans want to. Those doubts make me question my hobbies. My videos could be so much better than they could be. That includes my charisma, ideas, amount of effort. I've got my own vision, but it's very different from what my viewers expect me to hand out. I think if I have a more positive outlook into activities and the 15 hours I'm awake every day, maybe I'll be able to accomplish much more. One large factor that hinders this possibility is my lack of trusting others and how nobody really understands me. I'm really uncovering everything, aren't I? I'm an introvert and an outcast. I'm definitely somebody at the outside of a friend group. Or I'm that person that stands there awkwardly when people are talking to one another. You see, it's not like I hate people or I mumble too much. I don't know why this is a perception of shy people. I actually love to be around people. It's just that when I meet someone new, I get all nervous. Once you really know me, I'm actually pretty outgoing. I know that my voice can sound really boring, and sometimes I think my personality is just downright terrible. It really sucks that I can't relate to anybody. I'm sure that I can, but usually people are interested in sports and gaming, which I'm not too fascinated with. I'm also cooped up in my house and doing busy work. The only thing that really excites me is making YouTube videos. I barely know what people like these days. I wish that I was more open to other people because then I could really find a friend group that truly knows me. Yeah, you can see my social life is a work in progress. I could blame other people, the algorithm, etc. But at the end of the day, I can change myself, and that's really the most important. It sounds cheesy, I know. I'm not really sure what's in store for me down the road. I don't know what I like, and I definitely have no idea what to do in college. I'm not sure if YouTube's my thing, or if I should just give up. But then I wouldn't have anything that excites me in my life. I'll just say that I could have been an amazing creator. Persistence and discipline are 2 important principles I hold dear, and I want to do something much bigger than myself. I want to help people who are less fortunate and bring the arts a better meaning on YouTube. I really want to thank you for watching. There's not enough YouTube channels in the world to make up the act of empathy and understanding for you to watch a video of someone rambling about his personal life and thoughts. I know this video was a bit tedious. I listened to a Panic at the Disco song called High Hopes. It's the most energetic song and encourages me to look at the bright end of the road and keep on believing. Thank you.